I'm very proud to be here with all of you and a proud supporter of ISPU. It really, lifts my head up when I see studies and things like that done that you don't typically see come out of our community, but that we're looked at as experts on those issues, especially when it came to the auto bailout issues and things like that. That was phenomenal, and I was proud to say that was funded predominantly from Muslim Americans in this country. I'm excited about this, and when I met with Farhan, I think a couple weeks ago, I told him, Farhan, I wish I could just tell everybody, all the Muslims, like, what happens behind closed doors. He's like, well, come up here and tell them. And I have to tell you, what happens behind closed doors, it's not vicious, it's not hateful, it's just the fact that we don't have our voice in the room, period. There's people that are advocating for farmers, there's people that are advocating for, unions. So many people are in the room, and we're not in the room. And you can be told that over and over again, but when you're like me and you're actually there, I just left 4 months ago, ending my term, being in the room when these decisions are being made, it scares me that I'm not there right now. It really does. However, I do get text messages from colleagues now and saying, hey, what does this mean? What is this all, what is this about? And it's great to be able to provide that information to them. I have to tell you, I think, how some people, they'll join the military, they'll go become a police officer, they'll go, these things that we do to kind of serve the community that we live in, that we're raising our families in. I have the privilege of obviously representing the community that helped raise me. Being the eldest of 14, my mom couldn't do it on her own. The school system helped her, obviously. The people around her helped her. The neighbors helped her. Trust me, they all helped her. And so for me to be able to serve them as a public servant to them was a gift. And let me tell you, it exposed Islam in a profound way through my public service, through your support to get me elected over and over again. I love it when the 83-year-old woman who comes to the service center, 2 different staff people, would whisper, is Rashida really a Muslim? But do you know what she means by that? She can't believe that a Muslim cares about her. Like, she can't believe. She's an 83-year-old Hungarian Catholic woman who has lived in Detroit all her life, and she just cannot believe that this Arabiya Palestinian Muslim girl is like fighting to save her house. I got my brother shoveling her snow because I make them do that. I mean, these things that, because I care about her. She lives alone. I care about her. But that's who we are, really. And we can do that through public service, through relationship building, through that human contact. See, I call it, Professor, I can't wait for tomorrow. By the way, when they invited me, I was like, I'm going to sit in a room with a professor for 9 hours. Seriously, I am so excited about tomorrow now that I've heard you speak. And it is that direct human contact that we lack. We lack it. We're talking to each other a lot. I love it when I went door to door. They're like, well, my doctor's Muslim. Okay, I'm definitely not giving more than the Republican. But I love it that they said, that they would say to me, oh, my doctor's Muslim. I mean, that makes me feel good that the physician or somebody that they're in contact is taking care of them medically. But it's so much more if we're out of that realm of doing other things other than that, right? They probably don't even know their doctors, most of them in this room, are also doing amazing community service projects, amazing community service work. They're not gonna be exposed to that when they're the patient, right? They're not gonna be able to see them in that role. All they see is the person prescribing, the person caring for them. And so I'm really excited about this. I already know kind of the answer, I think, of why we should vote because I've been in those rooms, but it's critical because I don't care how many jamas we build, how many things that we do for our children, making sure they get an education. If we're not providing this environment that's welcoming, that truly embodies who we are as Muslims, like getting involved that way, we're just never, ever going to get out of this cycle of being pushed back. So thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum, and I can't wait. Thanks. Bye.